I didn't record it. I was like, super important. So that way we have this for other people who can't join us tonight. And it's the last day of April, which is crazy. Like it just went, it flew by. I don't know about you guys with your rentals and everything that's been picking up, but I know at Event Hawk, everything has just been crazy and it's been awesome. So many new people and also we've been doing this for a month. Every Tuesday we come and have this conversation. We have had really interesting talks. Our goal is to educate, is to share experiences and to have fun. And I think every single week we just grow a little bit bigger. We have different perspectives coming in, which is awesome. So my whole goal is to give everyone an opportunity to do that. And we talked about a pricing calculator last time. I didn't get a chance to sort of summarize because we had so many things going on, but John over here gave us some great ideas, different packages, different ways that he works with his competitors. And then also we had some great information from the group as a whole, just on pricing and for National Bounce House Day. Anybody do anything in particular? Oh, I think I'm frozen. Am I frozen? I'm frozen. There we go. I was like, and I'm here. Anybody besides, I know Caleb, you did something for National Bounce House Day. Anybody else do anything that went well for you for National Bounce House Day?
I didn't do anything.
No? Okay. You were like, all right. I saw someone got married on National Bounce House Day. We had a few birthdays on National Bounce House Day. So really cool to see like all the different people. Hey, my birthday's National Bounce House Day. I know people back in Kansas where I'm at were posting about National Bounce House Day. So um, it was really cool. So I'm hoping that just gets bigger and bigger every year. Um,
In New York, I didn't see anything on any of the other competitors, saying anything about National Bounce House Day.
they are missing out. They are missing out. So for sure. Yeah, I love it.
I did like a 3 week, well, it's going on for like 2 or 3 weeks, but a $300 gift card giveaway for them submitting their lead information. And I've gotten like 20 or 22 leads so far. So
What?
works for me.
Nice. That is awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
whatever works.
Yeah. I saw Tent and Table also did a bounce house giveaway, which was really, really cool. So you know what? I missed who the winner was. I need to find that out because that would be cool to announce. But yeah, like I love different organizations getting on board with that. That's cool. And then yeah, anytime we can get leads, bookings, for any reason, like I'm all about that. Yeah. Um, sorry, Stacie's like, where is everybody? Stacie. All right. Zippy, how was your weekend? What did you do over National Bounce House weekend?
Hey guys, yeah, it's been busy. I've been promoting a couple bounce houses over here in the Phoenix area, and then I also had birthday parties and stuff. So yeah, it was a good overall.
Yay.
Yeah, so not too bad.
And I love Zippy's live videos. If you haven't had a chance to check those out, he does his balloon animals. He's delivering, I think it's stuffed animals to is that local
Yeah,
hospital?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's Banner Desert Hospital, Children's Hospital. Since I'm a children entertainer, so I always give back to the community, and it's valued over 15,000 to $2,000 worth of toys or stuffed animals. Yeah. So I delivered like the day that she's talking about is 7 bags of stuffed animals, garbage size bag, 96 gallons size trash bags. So that's pretty large. So
Yeah.
yeah. And then they call me once a month do I have any more? Because what happens is I get them during the holiday season, and
Mm.
I'm a professional Santa Claus. So whatever I don't give out to the children, then I just pass it along to the children's hospital. Yeah. Yep.
I also do Santa.
Yeah, I know, I could tell. I thought I was gonna ask you if you do that or not, but yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
What,
I,
what
I
I do
do.
area are
Christmas
you out of?
lights.
Huh?
Was that?
I said I do Christmas lights.
Hey, there you go.
Listen, if you got the white stuff for your beard, you could do Santa too, and no problem.
Well, I'll give it a little bit of time, but I'll think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
John, where are you out of?
New York.
Oh, you're out of New York. Okay.
First year, this is the first year, last year, 2023 is the first year that I actually did a real bearded Santa. And like right now, I'm wondering, my beard, I had full beard down to about here probably when during the December month, and that beard I started growing in October 15th of 2022 forward. So there you go. There
There
you
you
go.
go. That's who I
So
am. Hi,
that's it.
guy.
Hi guys, how are you? So so now this year I'm noticing I for my birthday, which is December 26th, good birthday for Santa, right?
Right.
So I trimmed it all up and I went really low to about here. But now I'm noticing in a short time it's really getting much fuller. I'm also leaving. I told my barber to leave the ends so I can start twirling it this year. So that's my overall goal. And I use a product called I'm trying to think of the white that I use, but it's a theatrical white that I paint in because I don't want to do the bleaching other because I want to see my grandchildren and I don't want my grandchildren to put two and two together. So still while I have some pepper in there, it's good. But I made a ton of money last year because I was so aggravated. I've been doing Santa professionally since I was 17 years old for my old boss when I worked for his company with a fake beard. And I was like, I've been doing this for years, and I wasn't getting the high end paying gigs because I didn't have a real beard. I said, well, that's got to stop. So that's why I just grew it out, and it's good. I like it. So it's just I'm just so as long as my wife will put up with it, it's okay.
Yeah, I gotcha. If you haven't heard of Ed Taylor, he's out of Portland, Oregon, and he's the Santa Claus master of the Santa Claus group that I'm part of. So Ed Taylor,
Ah,
yeah.
what's the Santa group? Dish.
Worldwide Santa.
Worldwide Santa. I'll have to join.
Yeah, take a look. He has a lot of free game out there, and then you could be on his membership program and stuff like that. I helped a gentleman out of Texas to get him started, and he has the same success as what's happening. So I'm all about giving back, So
Oh. I actually the local mall that I have two FECs in during this time. I'm in that mall and I'm hired from their outside Santa company, which kind of tiring a little bit. I don't like the way they ran the Santa set. I don't like one of the ladies that runs it. They're sisters that run for this one company that they hired. One sister's very nice to the kids, and one sister's not very nice to the kids. So like I don't want to lose that. I like getting paid, but I don't want to get paid at the expense of the experience for the child. I want to
Right.
make sure that the child's getting a good experience. And I hate parents that think that, you know what, you told kids for the last 8 to 9 months, don't stranger danger, don't go near that guy and all this. And now, within 5 minutes, you want him to sit on some stranger's lap.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
It's just like the parents are just so crazy. You try to learn things to calm the kids down and things, tell the kids, what you want to tell them and all that. So, and they loved it. I mean, I crushed it. Cherry Hill is the company that I worked for last year. Before that, I was just working for my own company doing it. And I told Cherry Hill, I said there's a couple of days that I'm not going to be able to do it because I have some kids. I do kids down in New York City where this center down there, she uses it just as a fluff piece. But these kids don't get any toys. They're in a very poverty area there. So she gets donations of a ton of toys, and Santa shows up, and I give them a really decent price there because I know it's for the kids, and this is the only toy they're getting for all Christmas, and I try to make it special. I definitely want to learn Spanish because I want to be able to speak to these kids in their own language.
Look,
Oh, that's so cool.
Look at that. We're talking to my little elves.
There you go. That's so cool. That is so cool.
Let me ask you this. Do you have Cabela's or Bass Pro in your area?
I know there's a Bass Pro not too far away. My friend Mickey, who I was just on the phone with before getting on the phone with us, he does Bass Pro down in Boynton, Florida,
Okay.
and it's pretty good.
But if you are looking to get into that, let me know. I work with an agency who does all the Bass Pros and stuff.
What do
So
they pay? What do they pay hourly, if you don't mind me asking?
do you really want to know? It's a
Yes.
slap in the face. It's $25.
Yeah.
It's a
Which
slap.
agency is that, Zippy?
What?
Which one is that? Is that Cherry Hill?
No, everywhere.
No, is it Cherry Hill, the agency?
Oh, no. It's Gina.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
Gina. She's
Cherry-
out of Vegas.
Cherry Hill
Yeah,
pays
I
me.
know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Cherry Hill,
she's a tightwad. So yeah.
Cherry Hill paid me like $45 an hour last year.
Well,
I'm
and they're
very
handling
transparent,
most of
guys.
the
Sorry.
malls. You know,
I
Cherry
tell
Hill's
you.
doing most of the malls these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible equipment. Horrible equipment.
Yeah, there's, it's a lot of maintenance, upkeep, and mileage on the vehicle, and going back and forth and stuff. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah, you meet all kinds of people when you go to Bass Pro. I work very closely with a police officer and stuff like that. He's and it's like, whoa, okay, a police officer doing Santa, okay.
Yeah.
But you meet all kinds of people, so it's a good experience. Especially if you're just starting out, it's a good experience, and then you get to know people and stuff. On my webpage, zippyisfunny.com, if you go to my Santa one, you will there's a guy that dressed up as Buddy the Elf, and he
That's cool.
came in screaming, Santa! I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? And then I looked up, and because I was talking to a child at that time, and oh my God, yeah. And so I put his picture. I told him, let's take a picture, and so I threw it out there on my website. Yeah, it's out there. Yeah,
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
yeah. And I like this one here when I'm talking to the children. They came in, and I said, let's do a quick photo, and I want you guys to look at me. And then I had someone take this picture for me. Yeah, it's
Very
it's
nice.
actual picture. Yeah, everyone thinks it's Photoshop, but it's not. Yeah.
It's and when you do that, have you done
Let me
the
see if
Cherry
I
Hill
can.
the Cherry Hill trainings?
Yeah.
I took a picture last year of the Santas, and I'm like, oh my God, some of these people, they're sitting there like, all, I'm like, I just can only imagine what those malls that are getting these Santas and those kids. I'm like, oh my God, it just baffles the mind.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, I wish you nothing but success, my brother in red.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. If you need anything, just always reach out to me. zippyisfunny@gmail.com or zippyisfunny.com, whatever. I'm easy to find. Or
Okay.
just ask Amanda or Stacie. They both know me.
You're on Facebook, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm under.
I'll send you a friend request.
Yep. You will find me. Zippy. Just find Zippy. You'll find me. Just type in Zippy. You can't. I can't hide.
Okay. All right, no problem. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And I will go Facebook Live, Amanda, starting probably Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm traveling to Indiana to do a
wow.
big old
You're
balloon
coming
build.
to Indiana. You're gonna be right by me, Zippy.
Where, Indiana?
I'm in Illinois. I'm right next door.
Oh, well, you need to come to Indiana because I'm doing that balloon build, the 10,000 balloon build with Mindy.
So you do balloon decor as well?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do decor,
Which
twisting.
one's Mindy doing?
The one in Indianapolis.
Okay, because they just finished one.
Yep. That was stop 5. We are stop 6. So they traveling at different stops along the way. So the next one, Mindy will promote stop 7 after we finish. So I'm going there Saturday and Sunday to do all the framework for them or with them, and then we will start the build from 9 to 9 on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then Thursday is like some dinner, and then the general public will come in and do the tour where I'm actually be twisting swords and scepters and stuff and taking them on a tour. That's what Mindy said. I don't know if that's true or not, but we will see. She gave me a big old laundry list, what I have to do. Yeah, it's very busy.
I definitely want to talk to you. Wow. So we've got a lot of common. So I
Yeah.
mean, I do balloon decor too. Nothing extensive is what I see what you've got here online, but definitely I've done that for years too. So it's funny. So the inflatable business, you do Santa like me, and you also do decor. I'd love to learn more about the decor stuff as well. So
Yeah,
pretty.
well, Stacie is amazing at decor. She does amazing stuff.
Oh, really? That's
Oh,
good
yeah.
to know.
Oh yeah, Stacie. Oh yeah, that's it.
Ooh.
Yep, big balloon build. Yeah.
Nice.
But if you do
Very nice.
south, what is it? South. Oh my God. Let me look up the picture. And then you can show it. What is it? Balloon Selfie Museum is what the title is.
Okay, that's what. Okay, so it's not the big balloon build. You're doing the selfie thing. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
you had me confused there.
Well, it's
I was thinking for a second that you were flying in a week late to something that you should have been at last week.
Oh no. This is the
He was
balloon
worried about
selfie.
you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's not that one. Yeah, but it's the Balloon Selfie Museum where Mindy, which is her company, is called Twist to Remember.
Oh, okay. All right. Twist to remember.
Yeah, but
Okay.
but the name of the actual project is Balloon Self Museum over Mother's Day weekend, which is yeah. But we have to go ahead of time. Yep. That's
So
it.
did I
Oh,
log into like an alternate universe here?
We
because
started.
we're talking about balloons instead of inflatables.
Yeah, well, Amanda asked me to tell them how did I do for Bounce House Day, and then we started talking about Santa, and now we're talking about balloon. I don't know.
Listen, I dig it. I'm so happy to be meet the two of you today to do this stuff. That's so great.
Yep, that's Mindy. Yep, and she just was at Float. Did you not meet her, Stacie, or did you not go to Float? Oh, Stacie.
Where'd she go?
I said I went to Float. I was a teacher at Float. I just forgot to hit unmute.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have to learn more balloon work because for years in my area, until organic arches started coming in place, I was like the king here because I was doing spirals. I mean, I could do 100 feet of the 4-color spiral twist arches, in an hour with no problem. People would like watch me at events when I start blowing up the balloons and tying and all that. And then during the pandemic, it seemed like so many people stood home and they learned how to do balloon work, and then like tons more competition and really good people doing balloons. So it's like everything that I learned and I knew from that I learned from a magician that I just was handing the balloons. I learned it from watching him. Now it's like it's not as special as it used to be.
Okay.
You can't go wrong with classic decor though. Like I started decor over 40 years ago. And I still make more money on classic decor than all this fancy schmancy sculpts and deco and et cetera, et cetera. I can do all of it, but classic decor is what sells because people don't have the budget to hire a designer for every event. You're lucky if you can be that person when that person comes along, but still, like they'll come. Perfect example. 2 people came in, they sat at my shop. We put together a $1,500 quote for them. They about had sticker shock, and now they're down to $150 pickup garland. But they wanted their whole house turned into Star Wars, and now it's a garland on the fireplace. But
I'm just laughing because but like I don't know about your area, but I find like nothing against moms like having 2 jobs of that, but I find like this one lady, she was a teacher, and because she had all this time off during the pandemic, she learned how to do more balloon work, and the prices that she's charging to do these extensive things, like I couldn't do it because I want to do volume. I can't have a legit business, a legit retail location, warehouse, and staff, and be able to charge as little as they do. I feel like these people, they get their quota of maybe 2 or 3 events a day, and they're like, oh, I'm happy. I made $1,000. Good. I'm gonna go home. Where, like, that's just not enough. It's just not enough at all for us.
Well, see, that's the problem everybody has. It's not just your area. Everybody has the mommies that decided they could buy the Amazon kits, that decided they could be balloon people. But all they know how to make, all they know how to do for the most part is balloon garlands or organic, whatever you call it in your area. These people don't excel at technique and sizing. Most of them don't have sizers. They have the little pink machine from Amazon. So a corporate client's going to come to them and be like, I need 32 columns. And they're going to be like, okay. So I'm not knocking that. I have the same problem everybody else has. I have to compete against everybody on Facebook that sells a garland. And that's all that some people want. But because we're positioned in the fact that we're multi-level, where your strength is, in my opinion, how to market it best is to say our company does decor, rentals, and entertainment, or rentals, entertainment, and decor. So I can literally finish up their whole ticket. Like right now, everybody who gets a graduation tent gets my graduation balloon decor flyer, and then they sit and mull it around for a week or two and then realize, oh yeah, it's just easier to get it all in one spot. So if you have the right way to market it, then you're adding it as a value added service to everything else you do. For examples, I mean, like almost everybody who hires a Santa gets a flyer from me in the winter that says, don't forget to get your, like, if it's a home, I'll do the elf thing, if they ordered in advance, because nobody orders in advance sometimes. If it's a business, I'll send them a decor flyer. So it's wherever their starting point is, they need to loop around and touch all three. Like I make a fortune in throne chairs and backdrops at Christmas. It's one of my best upsells. Get a Santa, don't forget your throne chair and your backdrop and your photo booth.
So
So
where are you out of again?
Chicago.
Chicago. So please school this New Yorker, because again, I only do my best work is the spiral garlands that I do, stuff like that. That's what I do. So I would love to learn more about the decor and different stuff.
Well, here's what Amanda's going to do. Amanda's going to set us up with a special time so that we don't take away from all the bouncy house people. And me, you, and Zippy can all just talk about multifaceted businesses. And anybody else who wants to join.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, but before we move on, John, every Thursday at 5 o'clock in the evening, go to Instagram and type in Dream Factory Balloons. It's free training by Prima Balloons. And Dante is one of them. I don't know if you know that, Stacie, or not.
No, I actually didn't know that, but I just had a long talk. I just had a long talk with Brody's today about the Prima line and what's going on there. So
yep. So
and was that Thursday at 5 o'clock? Where?
On Instagram.
Instagram. Okay.
Yeah, and look up Dream Factory Balloons.
Awesome.
And right now we're in class 5, but you can get the notes from all of them by sending an email, and it will, when you go to their Instagram, there has an email address. Just ask them, just email them and tell them to send you the notes. And then on every Thursday, they will build off of what they talked about the previous. Like we just had on Thursday, right what you was just talking about, how to do organic garland. So free game. It's free game. If you want to learn balloons, this is who Dante is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Top of the line, Dante is.
Oh yeah, Dante
and
is amazing.
And a great guy too. But
yes.
Anyhow.
Anyways, that's all. Oh, sorry guys to take up your bounce house time.
You guys are good. Like I definitely I was talking to Stacie today. I really love it. She had an idea. I am a structure person. I don't know if you guys know that, but I like parameters. I like guidelines. Like I'm very teacherly in that way. But I love having the idea of doing more of an organic discussion. We just kind of see where it goes. And before I wanted to ask Zippy, is it 5 p.m. MST, CST?
New York time.
He takes notes.
CST, because I do take notes. Yeah.
Yeah, so, it's EST. Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, and wait, before we move on from Christmas, it's Caleb's on here. Nightclub Caleb, right?
Nightclub Caleb.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Christmas late nightclub Caleb.
Okay, dude, you can make your little nightclub into a Christmas grotto. So you get some more little inflatable things and get yourself a throne chair, and you can put that out there, and you can use that at Christmas for a Santa house.
Done.
Love it.
My
That's
second
great.
great idea for you.
Yes. You're on a roll.
Hey, at
Number
least she
3
helped.
whenever you're
Hey,
ready.
at least she helps you, but not me. I see how she is. Okay.
So Stacie, so
You ain't
your
got an
company's name?
inflatable yet. Where's your first throne chair, dude?
So Stacie, your company's name is Fun Time Services?
It is. I already said yes to your friend request.
Ah, good. And I'm Fun Time Amusements.
Oh,
Kinda
that's
odd.
hilarious.
There you go. That's funny. I tell you though, I'm gonna definitely gonna pick your brain for things because I just you know what, I always tell people this: no matter how many years you're in the business, you can always learn from somebody else. So I appreciate the knowledge today. Thank you, Zippy. Thank you, Stacie.
No, you're welcome.
It's
And
my pleasure.
absolutely, this is
It's
a
my
great
pleasure.
group to share knowledge in, I'll tell you.
Love it. Awesome. Okay, was that your Christmas grotto idea and anything else, Stacie, for Caleb before we?
No, I mean, it came to me as we were talking because he's got such a multifunctional piece of equipment with that. It's just a big room. So decorate your room and remarket it for, you could do the same thing. Like, I don't know if it's big enough, like if you had a black one for sure, but I don't know if it's big enough for Halloween, but you can also do, a lot of people do like a little Hollywood Halloween fun fest at the school. So if you almost could make it like it had 4 little scenes, one in each corner that the teachers participated in, like not to scare the kids maybe, but just to kind of do something fun that they can go around and stop at the little stations. I mean, we have trunk or treat out here, which is huge, but I mean, that would sell along with a trunk or treat if it's like enter the, spooktacular fun zone, and it's a little mysterious, and you put a little fog in there, and you got lights going, and then they stop at the witch's cauldron to get one thing, and they go and they stop at the vampire section for another thing. And so you could totally deck out. I mean, I know it's a nightclub, but dude, it's a big room.
Yeah, so it's 26 by 20. So there's plenty of room to do stuff inside. And ironically, I also host the largest trunk or treat in our area. We have like 3,600 people attend it.
Nice.
Jeez, that's
Reference,
amazingly huge.
3,600 potential customers.
3,600 people, and our town population's 2,500. So we draw a
Wow,
very
you're
large
talking
crowd.
Because there's
But
nothing
yeah,
to
so
do in the middle of a cornfield.
we don't have cornfields, we have trees.
Well, nothing. So when I used to work with Roger Brothers Amusements, we used to go up and down the Mississippi, and we would pull into Minnesota towns that have a population of like, I don't know, 2, and set up a full carnival. And I'm sitting there thinking, how in the world are they going to make any money? They're setting up all this multiple thousands of dollars worth of equipment, hundreds of hours of labor, and next thing you know, there's like 50,000 people in this little podunk town of 2, and I'm like, holy crap, where do they come from? It's because there's nothing else to do for miles around. So it's the old throw up the circus tent thing, and they come forever. I've never been more amazed at how you can flip on a Ferris wheel light and people will see it 30 miles per way away and go, we're gonna go to the fair, and off they go, and they come and they buy food, and the carnival makes money.
That is the clock of the Midway, the Ferris wheel.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the minute that light goes on, people are like lined up at the gate.
And when it goes off, you know that's the time to close up your joints.
Yeah. I still remember making an entire semi truck full of cotton candy for 4th of July. I mean, and it sold. It all sold.
Yeah, people.
Lane, Minnesota.
Definitely, that's incredible. So you've worked the carnival midways as well.
For a year or so ish. I was the lead, so I would go out and find the lots for them to set up in. And then I'd put the arrows out for everybody so they knew how to get there. And then I'd sit around for 3 or 4 days and do it all over again.
When I was 17 years old, when I started working for Berlant's Carnival Supply, I decided, kind of like an actor in a way, that I wanted to learn how the true carnival guys did it with the games. So in our area in Westchester County, Yonkers Raceway used to do a big carnival. So
Mhm.
I went to work there at nights. I was working for my boss, Berlin's Carnival Supply during the day. But at nights when I didn't have the gigs, I worked there. I used to work the joints, and I learned, how the carnies did it to get people to play their game.
Well, that's a skill.
Yeah.
And you have all your teeth?
Yes, I do. I'm not a Gumby Santa. Oh man.
That's a real
Oh,
so okay.
go ahead.
Amanda, I'm sorry. We've just gone down the rabbit hole. I even tried to refocus, but it didn't work.
Sorry. It's all my fault.
No,
So,
it's totally fine.
I have a semi Gumby Santa. He has got the best beard and he has gone to school and I think he's getting his partials this year. But it was so hard for me to bring him on this year to some extent because I was like, I just don't know if people are going to notice this or not. I mean, I don't think it's his lowers. I don't think the kids really did, but parents probably could. And I mean, I know he's working on it and he spent a lot of time and money on his costume and his look and everything. And he's like this genuine old guy that's like, no offense if anybody's this age, but he's like 76, 77. And he lost his wife. And she used to be like, I think the driving force of the couple. And so he's still trying to do it because he truly he'll go on a gig and then he'll just walk the whole neighborhood to make everybody happy. I mean, he is like the spirit of Christmas, but I don't know how to say to him, hey, you need to get your teeth.
Listen, you know what I always tell my staff when it's things like this. I say, listen, it's not me, it's the customers, and I don't want to be the bad guy here. I'm just like, do you need any help? Do like how can I help you out with this? Especially if he's good with everything else other than his teeth. That's it. But it's like I thought about because little kids are great. Little kids are great in this business, right? They're way better than adults. Adults could have a great meal, finish most of it, and then go to the maitre d'. It was a little tough. The meat was tough. The sauce sucked, this, that. But kids from the jump, they either love it or it sucks. So when I do Santa every year too, and I knew that I was doing many hours, I wanted to make sure my breath was fresh, everything was good, because you know what, you're like if a Santa smells or anything's wrong or anything with him, the kid right away, he will say as loudly as possible,
I
just
know.
whatever it is, right? It's like
Out of
just crazy.
out of the mouths of babes.
That's
I know. One of
honestly, bold honesty.
one of my guys carries uh vanilla cookie air freshener. Like sprays it before he walks in, so he has a mist of air freshener that goes with him. He always smells like cookies. I'm like, you're killing me. You just step out. You make me want to eat cookies.
That's actually a good idea. It's like an old real estate trick.
Oh yeah, no, it's fantastic. I mean, people have commented like it adds just a touch, like he doesn't douse his suit in it or anything. He just kind of mists himself when he walks out of the car. He's never offensive, but that smell is just, it's a warm smell, it's a warm, heartwarming smell. So it's his thing. And I'm like, I dig it. I think it's actually good. So I don't know where he picked up the hint at, but I like it.
No, that's great. You should invent a
Santa spray.
smell. Yeah, that could just
I do a whole
like do
line of
itself.
Santa sprays.
That's good. It's great. Totally great.
Peppermint will be good.
Well, or you could almost do a light pine without being offensive, but some people don't like that, but
Yeah.
yeah. We
I
can
like
talk Santa for hours at another time if you guys would like.
I could talk all this stuff, balloons and all this stuff all day long.
Well, I love it. I love that you brought up, John, the fact that it's so hard to have those conversations with people, like those honest conversations, especially if it's not really your problem. It's a perception. It's like your customer, and what it is. And I think that translates to a lot of different companies here, where it's like it's not really an issue for you, but when it comes to, getting bookings, right? That's a huge thing. So it's important. Awesome. So welcome everybody who came in sort of while we were talking about Santas and balloons and
Santa and Balloon 101.
so many other things, which is great. We've got some great resources here, and I think a lot of us, obviously, we dip into different areas, so it's cool to get everyone's specialties. So I do want to offer anybody who did their pricing calculator, if you happen to do that last Tuesday and you want to put your name in the chat, you want to share some insights about what you found about your competition, you're more than welcome to do that. If you happen to prepare one, and then we'll bring it up, no problem. But the other thing that I wanted to start tonight too is your origin stories. So where you got into your business and like why you kind of stick with it. So I wanted to give some time to sort of for everybody to think about that, because for some of you, like Stacie said, she's been doing what, balloon decor? Did you say for 40 years you've been doing balloons?
Yes. Don't do the math on my age.
Yeah, I was like, Stacie.
You're not 76 like that other guy. Oh my God.
No,
How can that be
suffice it
possible
to
when you're
say,
only
I started when
29?
I was in my early
Oh,
teens.
nice.
Uh,
Nice. That was a really nice compliment there, Zippy.
Yeah, I thought she told me she was 29.
Maybe
He's
times
21 with 40
less
years of
than two.
experience.
There you go. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Yay. Okay, so John, 20 years in casino party rentals. I would love to hear more about that, because I actually work for a casino rental company, and so does my entire family. We're like a team LeBlanc of blackjack dealers and roulette by night. So I'm just wondering like how you got started, and just a little bit more about that if you want to share. It'd be cool. Something I never thought I would get into. Yeah, no problem. Was doing that. I know I don't look like you know what? It's because of my face, right? Like I can't hide my facial, like I can't hide my emotion. So as a blackjack dealer, I really had to work hard, because once you got 21, I'd be like, oh, dang it. I got 21. You're supposed to be like not happy when you win. You're like, everybody else needs to be happy, and you have to be sad.
Okay,
Professional.
I'm on unmute now. I'm available to chat about casino party rentals if you
There we
want.
go. Let's do it.
Okay, so 20 years ago is when I started my company. It's 21 Fun, and it really started as a hobby. When I was younger, 21 years old, I got banned from counting cards at Harrah's Lake Tahoe. So I live in the San Francisco area, and I would go up to Lake Tahoe and I'd play on the weekends, studied the game of blackjack, and then I got banned from counting cards. And it was a lot easier to play back then than it is now. So I bought one blackjack table and wanted to go around the neighborhood, teach people how to play, how to make their money last longer. And then actually it just turned into a casino party rental company. And now we run casino parties in all of California, Nevada, Arizona, Florida, and Utah, of all places. So, and about a year ago, I started coaching and teaching people how to start a casino party rental business. So that's my story anyway.
So what brings you to Event Hawk? Like, do you tie in your party rentals with Event Hawk, or do you have other things in the same vein?
I do. I don't own any inflatables, but there are a lot of people that do own inflatables, and they reached out to me so they can learn how to run casino events during their slow season, because our busiest season is from October through February. And, the inflatable business is fantastic. It's just a great business, everybody's crushing it during the summer, and that's our slowest time. So when people found out what I do, they said, well, I'd like to learn how to get involved with the casino party rentals. And so now a lot of people that I've met in several states, they hire me or they just chat with me about what it's like to do something during the winter. That's where I sort of came in.
Now, is there licensing differences in all the states? Do you have to be licensed? Tell us more about that.
So the license for us is the same as a photo booth or any other entertainment license. There's no gambling involved. It's just strictly for entertainment. Anyone that hasn't been to an event with casino, it's you come in, you start with funny money, you go to the tables, you play like you're in Las Vegas, but there's no real gambling. So the only time it gets a little tricky is if you were doing casino fundraisers, and then that changes from state to state. But generally any casino party, mostly the corporate events, just a regular business license.
So I'm sorry that I have such a vast knowledge of different things, but I belonged to years ago, not anymore, NAPCO, National Association of Casino Party Operators, and so in my area, Connecticut, they don't allow you to do fun parties, and they won't license you to do anything. New Jersey will license the dealers and license the owners, the companies. They will allow you to do both fun parties and cash parties. In New York State, you can either do fun parties or you can rent equipment out to for cash games. In New York State, you cannot have professional dealers at cash games. Sounds funny, right? But you can't. And what they consider a professional dealer in New York, it doesn't mean that you went to school for it. If you get paid $1 to deal blackjack that night, you are considered a professional dealer. So the rules by state and even by county. Now in New York, I'm not sure about Connecticut or Jersey. Jersey's probably a little bit stronger. I'm sure Vegas is pretty stronger. But in New York, they don't have police. They don't have their own agents that go out and like you start a casino and break it up. Usually, who breaks it up is the local police department. So even though there's a lot of things that are done wrong out there, like Hold'em parties they're done all over, right? But they are very much illegal if somebody is taking a rake. Very much illegal in most places, but they're done. Many chambers do them. I even do the Scarsdale PBA's charity Hold'em event. So it's all a matter of what the local authority will prosecute on. I find like this: if you are taking Mary's and Jim's kids' college tuition or mortgage payment because you're running a game like Vegas or like AC, then more or less, people are going to be up at arms, and the DA in that area is gonna come down and hammer you. But if you're doing events, like even in Connecticut, although it's banned in Connecticut, and I'll just allegedly I go to Connecticut for parties all the time, and I do it. You're not even allowed. You're not even supposed to transport with casino equipment in the state of Connecticut without telling the state troopers where you're coming from and where you're going to. They could definitely arrest you just for having it in your possession.
Yeah, there's a lot of states that are very, very strict on that. Washington and Oregon as well for like fundraisers. You have to have a special license to go in and do that. Unlike California, you're limited on what games you can. And like in North Carolina, up until just a couple of years ago, just like Connecticut, they were not allowing casino parties, and then they changed their rules, and now they allow it. But every state, of course, yeah, it's especially when it comes to the fundraiser, you're not going to be able to go out and do poker events, and you certainly, like in California, you can't go out with your casino tables just to go to a bar or anywhere in public. And most states are like that, where you could just invite the crowds to come in and play games for free. That doesn't happen. It's mostly corporate and private events in most states that they're okay. And NACPO's awesome.
I dealt with the and they I was gonna go join back up with NAPCO again, but because I stayed that I do parties in Connecticut, I think they said no, they wouldn't they didn't want me to join again because I'm not following the rules that the states put out. But I just can't. I just can't turn down the money that I that I get for the parties. And I think in my company, what makes me successful is that everything that a bunch of people are doing as just one business, the balloon decor, the Santa business, the casinos, the inflatables, the DJ karaoke. I do that all, and I actually know how to do everything. I put a picture in the comments. That's me and Phil Gordon when Hold'em was extremely popular. When he used to come in and do the American Cancer Society in New York, we were the only company that they used to like dealing with, and that's me without a beard and a lot thinner. Years ago. So, but yeah, but I still do casino parties now with this fluffy beard. But I still do casino parties. I know how to deal craps, all the games. That I do. I don't like doing roulette. I can't stand restacking chips all the time. Just too much. But I can play it all. So.
Oh, that's great. And it's too bad NACPO doesn't take you back just for your knowledge alone, teaching people about other industries and other things that you can do. That's what it's all about. It's not just about casino gaming. NACPO is, but of course, but having someone like you on board would be, a gift for everybody.
That's what they told me when I spoke to this other guy. I can't remember his name. That he was going to hire me for some events, events around my way here that he has out. There was also I don't know I can't remember the name of it. Years ago, there used to be a lady that you could sign up with, and she would get a piece of your casino party. But she seemed like she was before everybody was doing things like Event Hawk and website optimization. But she was getting like a ton of casino parties, and she would fish you the leads. And if you got the booking, you give a cut to her. I don't know if that still exists anymore, but she was across the United States.
Yeah, I remember her. Her name was Debbie, and it was sort of like an honor system. She'd send you the leads, and whether you booked the party or not, she was just counting on you to, give her a little bit of a kickback.
It was
But you're
great.
right, yeah, it really worked out back in the day, but not so much anymore. But sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Wow.
thanks for your time, folks. That was great. I enjoy sharing that story and listening to you.
Thank you so much, John. That was really, really great. And now I'm like counting cards in Lake Tahoe. Like I'll never look at that the same because like that started a business for you and like your inspiration came from your skill in a very particular area, and that's really cool. So this is just the start of this conversation, and Marvell and I know Adriano and Caleb obviously we're mainly inflatables, I believe, but hopefully we'll do more inflatable talk next time for sure. But I learned so much about all the great things from all the different areas that we go to, including balloon decor. And then Zippy, have a wonderful time in Indianapolis with that Twist to Remember Balloon Museum. That's really cool. And then Stacie, I love, you know what? Stacie is a fountain of great ideas for a lot of different companies. And she also has a lot of connections as well. So, and she's always willing to share, which is awesome. So she had, let's see, some different packages that she runs. So for balloon decor, specifically packaging it with other things like throne chairs and backdrops and things like that can be really, really helpful. And then also, Caleb, your Christmas grotto. I'm looking forward to this in December. I want to see the Christmas grotto because that's really cool. We have fun time services and fun time amusement. So those two companies really, really fun. And then also really successful large events. Maybe that's something we need to talk about, doing those festivals. If you build it, they will come. I've already got the title. I'm ready to talk more about it. And then of course, John's really great story about how his business came to be. So think about your stories, reflect on where you were and why you are here now. And then next time we'll share more of those origin stories because I'm looking forward to that. So thank you guys for coming in. If you guys want to do a quick picture with me before we go, we can straighten up. Next time, maybe everyone needs beards, I've decided. So I'm going to work on growing mine for the next time. And then John, I am saving this picture because I wanna ask more about this. Like the next.
Oh, sure. No, I love to do it. I've been helping people for a long time, and I would love to chat with you.
Yay, awesome. Okay, all right, everybody. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and count down from 5 if you want to get in the picture. If not, totally fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Okay, that's a wrap, everybody. I will see you next Tuesday, and please feel free to reach out anytime. And yeah, we'll definitely catch up next time.
All right, you guys take
Good.
care, and
Thanks
we
so
will
much.
see you when we get back from Indianapolis. Yep.
Woo!
Good, have fun. Safe
Take care,
travels.
guys. God
Thank-
bless you.
thank you.
Take care, guys.
Travels.
Yep.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.